A bike ride next month will take you through some of the most beautiful countryside in Virginia, in Goochland, Louisa, and Hanover counties, and it's for a great cause. October 15th, the Tour to Midnight gets underway to benefit the Epilepsy Foundation of Virginia. Joining me to talk about the big day at Goochland's Midnight Brewery is Dr. Stacey Epps from the Epilepsy Foundation of Virginia. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
So tell us about your connection to the Epilepsy Foundation of Virginia. How did you come to be there?
Yeah, so I first got acquainted with the Epilepsy Foundation of Virginia when I was doing my fellowship in epilepsy at UVA, University of Virginia, which is where the base office is. And just seeing the work that the foundation did with patients in the clinic and really just that desire to help people drew me to the foundation. And I started on their professional advisory board, moved into the board of directors, and then for the last several years I've had the honor of being the president of the board of directors.
So tell me about treatments and from diagnosis to treatment, the advances that have been made over the years.
So there have been advances, and the advances have been great, but there haven't been a lot of advances, right? I mean, so we have a multitude of new medications that are available that have less side effects, that are more effective, have higher efficacy. There are some devices, implantable devices in the chest or even in the head, but there really isn't a cure, right? So we just have symptomatic treatment. It's trying to control the seizures. Seizures are a symptom of the disorder epilepsy, and so you just try to keep people from having the seizures.
And I think I've heard there are 4 main kinds of epilepsy, but that depending on what you're diagnosed with, that might guide sort of or inhibit your life choices. You might have to take precautions, so to speak. So some people will have to constantly be aware.
Oh, exactly. So various forms of epilepsy, if you split it down to the basics, you have a generalized epilepsy versus a focal onset epilepsy, where the generalized, the abnormal waves come from all over the brain and cause the seizure. In a focal onset epilepsy, the electrical storm starts in one area of the brain and spreads to the rest of the brain. Sometimes it stays focal, and you may just have someone who has some shaking with an arm or a twitch. Sometimes it spreads, and then people have that convulsion that we all see on television, where people fall out, shake all over, bite their tongue, and those things. So various expressions. And depending on that type of epilepsy, there are certain medicines that work better for generalized, certain medicines that work better for partial onset. The devices are, designed for the partial onset. So it really, knowing where the epilepsy comes from, in its simplest sense, in terms of the electricity, helps guide your treatment.
Well, and tell me how important this event is. October 15th at Goochland's Midnight Brewery. 3 wonderful bike rides at a beautiful setting. How important is that in terms of raising awareness and obviously some funds for the foundation?
Right. So it is, in terms of the funds, it is the largest fundraiser for EPVA, and it provides the majority of the money that stays here in Virginia to help those 85,000 Virginians and their families with epilepsy. So from a fundraising standpoint, it's our major fundraiser. In terms of awareness, just publicity like being on this show, it makes people more aware of epilepsy. It lets them know about it. It draws them in, has them go on the internet, learn more, go to the EPVA website, and there's a lot of training videos there. We're actually doing seizure first aid training at this event. So we have 1,000, if not more, people there every year with both riders and participants. Gives us an opportunity to train 1,000 people in what to do if someone has a seizure.
It's great work. I put up on the screen there the time and place. Goochland's Midnight Brewery. The first ride starts at 8:30, then 9 and 9:45, all varying lengths. We'll put all that on our website, WTVR.com. Dr. Stacey Epps, thank you so much for your good work and for coming in today.
Great. Thank you. We appreciate you.